Hi, shalom, friends. You know, sometimes all it takes is someone else to present a different angle on a problem, and that perspective actually minimizes the problem or often just makes it go away. In my profession, rabbis have a knack of doing that. So the way the story goes is a fellow comes to a rabbi and he says, Rabbi, I'm really being overwhelmed. I have so many issues I have to deal with. It's just beyond me. And the rabbi appropriately goes, how can I help? So let me tell you, I have problems with my family. I have 2 kids I found out that need braces. And I have a 3rd child who's very much behind in his studies. And they told me unless I get a private tutor, this kid will fail. And the rabbi goes, And then says, well, you don't seem to be too impressed with that, but I have to tell you, I have difficulties with my wife as well. We're always fighting. She says she does not have enough help. She needs help, and I'm not there to help her. In addition to which, for months she's been pestering me that she wants a new wardrobe, and she probably deserves it, but I just don't have the money. And he goes, He said, well, Rabbi, it's easy for you to keep on going, but I have to deal also with my own business. I want to let you know that I was told that we're going to be downsizing, and it's going to be my position that's going to be cut. And the rabbi goes, He says, finally, you would think that I have a house, I have no problems, but just everything happened at the same time. I need a new roof. The water heater just went, and I seem to be having problems with moisture. I might have to actually have a whole method of cleansing the house. And the rabbi goes, He said, what am I supposed to do with all of these issues? The rabbi says, look, actually you don't have that many issues to deal with. Let's go over this again. You have 3 issues with the children. Braces, and a tutor. What would be the solution? Money. Then you look at your wife, the issue with your wife. A wardrobe and additional help. What's the solution? More money. And then you take a look at what you're concerned about, downsizing, which means you don't have a salary. What do you need? Money. And finally, the issue of the house. With money, you could get a new roof and a new this and a new that. So essentially, all you have is not many issues. All you have is just one issue to deal with, and that is you need more money. And I believe every person could deal with one issue in their life. End of story. Why am I sharing with you this story? Well, you're going to listen. Listen, and I'll tell you. Imagine a person comes to the rabbi, instead of these issues, has a different issue. He says, Rabbi, I'm a religious, observant, sincere, well-meaning Jew, but it's just a little bit too overwhelming. I would like very much to pray daily with a service, and to say the Kaddish, I just don't have the time. I would actually like very much to study Torah daily, even if it's just a couple of minutes. I just can't get around to it. I really don't know. When it comes to the Shabbat, I know it would be important to really have guests and an elaborate dinner or lunch to honor the Sabbath, but I am so tired. I just fall asleep. I'm not up to it. And I know, Rabbi, actually, that, I should have more of an open house for the poor and for the unaffiliated. But, in all honesty, we're very private people. It's not easy bringing in a stranger. And he goes on and on. Rabbi, what am I supposed to do with all of these spiritual issues? And I'll tell you one response, though there are many. The one response is, well, why don't you give tzedakah? Why don't you give tzedakah to the local organization that does all of these? Because by giving tzedakah, by giving charity and donating, you become a partner. So therefore, even if you're not doing it yourself, at least you're partnering with an organization that is. And that leads me to this very personal appeal to you. I'm privileged for over 30 years to run the Richmond Torah Center Chabad. And I could tell you, and it's open every day of the year. It has services. It allows people that need a minyan, whether it be guest or local. We study Torah every single day in this center. And there are public classes given downtown as well as in private homes. Every Shabbat, every holiday, and occasionally during the week, people stop by. Some of them guests, some of them homeless, all of them in need of physical food and a welcome embrace. Yeah, we do these mitzvahs, and we only are able to do these mitzvahs because we have people like yourself, friends, supporters, admirers, and just listeners that feel the importance and appreciate the greatness. So now it happens to be at the time of year, which is towards the end of the secular year, and they often have something called the end of the year donation or the end of the year giving. And it doesn't have to be limited to the end of the year, because it's in the Jewish calendar, it's not the end of the year at all. But there is such a concept. Please, what you can do, please do. We actually could end this year, with God's help, fiscally in the black, not in the red, but we are still short close to $30,000. It's a doable sum. It's not impossible, and we could do it by January 1st. But we need everyone's participation. For those of you that could send in 100 or 50 or 1,000 or more, everything that you'll send in to help us reach this goal would be greatly appreciated. And in all honesty, it's not only for our benefit in the sense of the Richmond Torah Center, but our benefit in terms of yourself as well, because you become the partner. Every time we have a minyan, every time we have a Torah study, every time we have a Shabbos meal, every time I visit someone at home, and I do, every time we deliver food to those that are in need, you're with me. You might not know it, and perhaps you don't feel it, but you are with me, because I cannot do what I do. My wife cannot do what she does, and the Richmond Torah Center as an entity cannot function without you. So I thank you in advance. God bless you. And may Hashem help us all, that we have so much resources to share with others that you won't need an appeal, but on your own, out of the goodness of your heart, you will want to do this on your own. Shalom.